Hi folks, you're with Tacitus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for joining this audio radio live stream. This is going to be a bit of a quick one here. After the start, I didn't watch the whole State of the Union address, Biden's State of the Union, but so I went and did a search on Google, and the only news items that were posted up there on the first page were ones that were gushingly positive about Biden. It was a brilliant piece. He's a fucking genius. He's so full of energy. He's so with it. He is mentally, the acuity is off the charts. And wow, he's stucking up those Nazis. And very, very gushing, hysterical nonsense. So the whole first page was like The Guardian, CNN, MSNBC. That was it. And they brought out a number of stories about it, the commentators, morons like Joe Scarborough and all that sort of thing, and that who's that lesbian, that one with the Rachel Maddow, and various other activists and NGO commentators. So the first page was just them, just the off the planet Trump haters and the pro globalist flunkies. The second page was pretty much the same. There's a few others coming in, lesser ones like Politico or Huffington Post, those sort of ones that are still super pro the globalization project and generously funded by the likes of the BlackRocks and Soros and so on. Then on the third page, pretty the top half of the third page, same thing. By the last sort of 2 or 3 entries on the third page. Now, how many people go to the third page? I mean, it's supposed to be, like 1 or 2% of people doing searches go to the third page, and even then, only if they don't find what they want. But I was looking for how long will I have to look? How many pages will I have to go through before I find even a neutral bit of coverage about the State of the Union, rather than gushing, glowing, positive coverage about it? And it was the bottom of the third page. Now, I call that election interference. I mean, you're looking at in this case, Google. You're looking at all these online outfits, the Facebooks and so on, that they are all deliberately loading it, loading the news that you see, the sort of news that where it appears in the search priority and listings and the headlines and the headings and so on. So to me, this is outrageous. Now, if someone has a view that Biden's speech was absolutely explosively good, then fine, they're entitled to that view. I don't have a problem with that. But in rather than say this is just editorial by a bunch of activists, it's presented as the news. These are the facts that you should consume and rely upon, when it's not so. Now, they did a version of Biden's speech in I think it was MSNBC or one of those anyway, and they'd done a quick sanitizing job where at any time when he looked hesitant, doddery, slurred, forgot his lines or lost his place on the teleprompter, they just edited all that out, and it's done a pretty impressive quick job actually on that. So they kept the bits where he looked the most lucid and where he appeared to have some sort of mental acuity. I don't know. They must have injected him with fuck knows how much stuff to make him that lucid, because he is rarely that lucid, and if he is lucid, it's for moments. And he managed to hold up for the best part of an hour, which was a huge achievement for a guy in his state. So they must have injected him with I don't know. Maybe he's doing lines of cocaine before he does these talks. But anyway, the thing was that it was only very, very pro Biden. And he effectively says that Trump's a huge threat to everything, and this was amplified many times over by these media hack goons. Given they so quickly brought copy out, I'm suggesting it's pretty obvious this was all pre-written, and they maybe just added a few words in just in case, to give themselves some flexibility to make it appear as if it was current, but they wrote this days ago even, and and just shoved it out there. So again, indicating they're prepared to act independent of any facts or reality, but rather, again, pushing the message, pushing the narrative. But to my way of thinking, they can say, well, look, this is propaganda for your consumption. It's editorial. It's the opinion of hack stooge, flunky goons, and I'd be fine with that. But they're presenting it as the facts. This is the reality that you must consume, and clearly it's not. And the fact you got to go to the third page before you can find something negative about Biden and the State of the Union address, it just shows how loaded it is by propagandists. You've been a Tacitus today, your pushback channel. Thank you for listening.